Welcome back, students. For this lesson, we will be learning the Pathfinder options in Adobe Illustrator and also the type tool. So for starters, the Pathfinder, what it is it's an option where you can take shapes and select both shapes and then manipulate them by adding to them or uniting them by minusing one shape from the other shape, by intersecting them to get a third shape, or excluding them, which means kind of you're overlapping the shape area and defining each outline. So, and then there's also some Pathfinder options along the bottom as well. If you can't see your Pathfinder option, your palette, always look to your window, remember, and then make sure it says Pathfinder down here. The type tool is over here on your toolbar. If you hold down the mouse key over the T, it'll bring up a lot of different options. You could type vertically, type on a path, and so forth. Today we're just going to use the regular type tool. You can also hit T on your keyboard to bring up your type tool quickly. Let me just get rid of this arrow to get it out of the way. Okay. So with the Pathfinder, what I'd like you to do is use your shapes from what you learned from the previous lesson and just get a star shape. And all we're going to do is make a star shape like that. Fill it in with a color. So I'm going to fill it with, let's say, I don't know, red. Okay. You can have a stroke on it if you want to. It's not a big deal. I'm going to get a second shape. And I'm going to select a rectangle, and I'm going to overlap it slightly. I'm going to change the color. I'm going to change it to, let's say, green. And you can do whatever you want. Okay. Now, what I'd like you to do, this assessment is going to show me that you understand all the different Pathfinder options. So what I want you to do is go through each one of these and apply it to your shapes. So in order to do that, you're going to need to duplicate these two a few times. So what you're going to do is with your selection tool, scroll over both, or you can click on one, hold down Shift on the keyboard, click on the other one, and they'll both be selected. So scroll over them, hold down the Option key, and just drag. Okay, duplicate them a bunch of times. All right, I'm gonna scroll over all of them, hold down Alt, and then duplicate them this way as well. Okay, I probably don't need that many, but you know, we'll just use them as is. So this is simple. All you got to do is select both of them for the first two, and we're going to see what they all do. So with the shape mode, the first one is, for Pathfinder, the first one is Unite. So I'm going to click on the Unite button and see what happens. What's going to happen is the Unite button, it unites the front with the back. Okay, so whatever color you have on front, it'll be that color. Okay, so let's say we bring this, let's say we go to Object, Arrange, Bring to Front. So now the red is in front. Let's see what happens. See that? Now it's the red. So it'll react to whatever shape is in front. Okay, and so step backwards a couple times. Oops. Okay, do that one more time. Okay, and then with the type tool, what I'd like you to do is label it. Okay, and just click Unite, or type in Unite there. All right, so I know that you know what it is. Okay, next one, gonna go through here, click on the Subtract, and see what happens. Once again, it subtracts the front shape away from the behind shape. Okay, if that makes sense. All right, get your type tool, type here, and I'm gonna write, oops, see, I got it too close. Subtract. Where it says minus front. So you could say subtract or minus front. All right. Go back to your selection tool. Let's do this next one. This is intersect. Okay, so what happens is it takes only the part that overlaps the two shapes. Okay, so let's say you wanted a specific shape. Maybe you wanted, if you're doing your own artwork, your logo design, and how could this be applied? If you wanted a kind of a a football shape, instead of drawing that with the pen tool, what you could do is take this, hold down Option, oops, sorry, make a circle, and when I made the circle to make a perfect circle, you hold down Shift to make a perfect circle, by the way. And then I'm going to duplicate this and move it over. Okay, and all I have to do now is select both of these and hit the intersect, and there's my football shape. So you don't really, now I have a nice precise shape. Let's say you wanted an eye. Let's say you're making a character or creating a monster and you wanted an eye shape. Or you're creating an illustration vector of somebody's portrait and you wanted an eye shape. That's a quick and easy way to do that. Okay, so that one is called intersect. Okay, do this one. Exclude. Okay, so what is happening is it's now excluding the shape that's being overlapped. It's kind of like the opposite of intersect. So now if I take this, I can pull this apart and see now I have this shape cut out from each one of these. I took my direct selection tool and I can move these separately now by clicking on them. They're two separate paths. Okay, so I'm going to title that Exclude. Play with this one. Now we're in the Pathfinders now. The Pathfinder is going to do a couple different things. The divide will divide all the parts. Okay, so if I click on this, click on that, click on this, and now all the parts are divided separately. Okay, so I'm going to label that divide. This one is trim. Okay, so what it looks like it happened where is it trimmed just the outline of the shape, but it also trimmed it. It got rid of the stroke. Notice that. So you're kind of just trimming it away, and it kind of takes the stroke away. Okay. So on and so forth. I'm at 7.5 minutes. I'm gonna let you guys finish the rest. Make sure you label. Save this to the save drive under Design Lesson 3. Good luck.